Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a look at this really awesome, and it just looks awesome to me, P-51 Mustang RC airplane. Now this is like, I've only reviewed one other airplane on my channel, and it was one that used motors and didn't have all, this is a fully functional airplane from my understanding. Now I'm no expert on airplanes, so I don't know all the terminology, but it's like rudders and ailerons and all the stuff that the airplane expert guys would know. You do have to put these little wheels on and put screws to hold them into place, which is a little bit goofy, but otherwise you can see it's got, servo controlled, here, and your propeller on the front, and then of course it has the servo controls for the flaps here in the back and all the tail wing ones. So again, I don't know all the terminology, so you have to bear with me, but this is styrofoam. It's really lightweight, but very authentic looking. This is branded by Eachine, so Banggood is branded this P-51 Mustang, which is of course a very popular American World War II fighter plane. You can see it says Bunny here on the side. Just really nicely detailed, very lightweight. Now, it's powered off a 1S LiPo, and they give you two of these 1S LiPos. The second one was in a battery compartment for the controller. So you just pull it. I will pull it out here, and you can see it is a 400 milliamp 1S LiPo that uses a little micro LoSi connector here. So that's what that is. Again, you get two of those, and it uses a little charger, little USB charger, with the light that goes off and on to let you know whenever it's finished charging. Now, as I mentioned recently, because of the moving and not in my house, I'm not able to do table reviews, so I'm trying to give you guys as much information as I can here out in the field. So 1S LiPo, styrofoam, fully functional plane. Now it has a gyro built into it, so that's gonna help self-level or stabilize this plane. You can use full gyro assist, which would be like stabilized mode on a drone, angle mode I should say, on a drone. There's a middle one, which I'll show you in a second, that's more like gyro assist, but it's not fully functioning, and that would be sort of like horizon mode on a drone, I guess you could say. And then there's a full acro mode where the gyro stabilization's turned off, and that would be like acro mode on a drone. And then that's going to be for experts. I'm going to be flying in the noob beginner mode with full gyro assist. So let me show you guys here the controller. Pretty nice looking little controller. It takes 4 AA batteries. You've got your switch here on the top. Now they say to put it all the way back. I believe that's expert mode, and then you set your trims if you need to make sure that everything's the flaps and everything are in the right positions on the plane. On the middle bit, so all the way forward is your beginner, full gyro. Middle is gyro assisted, but not. It's going to give you more acrobatic or less leveling. And all the way back, it's going to be basically the gyro turned off for an expert. This button here lets you do some acrobatic moves. You'll press this in and then kind of give it inputs, and then I believe it'll do some acrobat. Now, on the left side here, this one lets you set like it's kind of like a 1-key return. You press it before you take off if you want to use this. I probably won't mess with it, but it's like setting like a headless mode direction. And then whenever you fly it out, if you get it out a little ways and you've lost orientation, you can press down on this and it'll flip the plane around and fly it back at you. That's all that is. I believe the gyro calibration was both sticks. I think it was down and out. I'll try to confirm that here in the instruction manual before we take this plane up and try to fly it around. So I'm not going to fly it right here from my parents' house because you've got telephone lines and power lines, and I'm going to take it down here to the field a few houses over, and I can fly over this open field because you obviously need plenty of room to fly a RC airplane. So I'll go and double check some of that stuff, and when I get ready to take off here in a minute, we'll go over make sure there's nothing I told you guys incorrect here. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I have the P-51 Mustang out here over this field. I'm going to fly. You can hear it kind of spaz now. I'm sure that's the gyro. It's trying to adjust to the level. To do the gyro calibration, it is both of these sticks down and out, just like I said. So let's go ahead and we'll take it up and fly it. Now, I'm sure you could, I think you could probably take off on the ground with this. The wheels do seem to roll, but it's not real smooth here. So I'm just going to try to hand launch it and see if I have success with that. But on a really smooth surface, you might be able to. It doesn't really tell you in the instructions whether you can take off from the ground or if you need to hand launch this P-51 Mustang. So let's go ahead and we'll throw it up here. Now I've got it all the way forward in full gyro assist. Let's see if we can give it some throttle. There we go. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, nice. Oh, that is awesome. I'm not going to take it very far out because I'm new to planes, but I have enough experience with drones that obviously I'm pretty familiar with orientation and such, but obviously I can't just let it off the sticks and hover. So that's the biggest difference in something like this is not. You see, I'm really having to pay attention here, guys. It's really, I can't just hover. So I'm gonna see if I can. This is awesome. This thing flies outstanding. But when I get in this tree, so I'm trying to. That's what you gotta take. You always gotta take into consideration that stuff. I'm gonna see if I can bring it down here, and I don't know what kind of flight time we'll get. Nothing. This is awesome. This is a blast. I'm just gonna let off the throttle, and there we go. Oh, perfect. That worked great. Just wanted to land it for a sec. Ooh, I knocked off the propeller though. I'll have to put the propeller back. I know I lost a wheel too, so I should be able to pop this back on, I believe. But yeah, that was fun. I kind of lost what I wanted to say because I'm so used to being able to just hover a drone and be able to talk. So let me see what I can do in terms of repairs here, and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I was able to get the propeller back on. It's made to break away so that you crash, it doesn't get broken, it just falls off. Very easy to reattach it. And the wheel just gets attached with these little screws that kind of pushes against them. Not really easy to install. I was able to get it back on there, but this landing gear is going to break away pretty easy. So let's go ahead and throw it up in the air and try it again. Just make sure you give it some throttle before you take off. Otherwise, you're just going to throw it into the ground. But yeah, whenever you land this plane, you're obviously going to end up with some things falling off. The propeller's no big deal. Well, this is great. The landing gear is going to come off too. Now, I don't know if this gives any kind of warning when its voltage is low. I expect it's just going to start losing power. Let's hope I don't hit this tree. You can't take the sharpest of turns of the plane. Oh, this is awesome. Absolutely love this. Let's see if I can try that trick mode here. Whoa! Oh! I was afraid it was gonna happen. Oh, it's into the tree. All right, I'll have to get a pole or something to try to get this out because I was trying to do the trick and it did like a barrel roll and then end up in this tree over here, guys. So I was kind of afraid of that. Again, I'm a noob to this, so I'm not exactly the best at flying these planes, but I tell you, this thing's awesome. Yeah, it's up in the tree. I gotta go get it down, but it shouldn't be too hard. But I tell you what, this thing is a blast, an absolute blast to fly this thing. It's just, you gotta make sure it's gonna fly out a ways from you, and it's always moving. You can't just hover it like a drone, so you gotta keep that in mind. So it flustered me a little bit just doing this, as you guys can see, but should be able to get the plane down. I can see it right up here. Just need to get something tall enough to shake that tree limb and it'll come on down, I believe. All right, guys, so I don't have the plane in my hands, but hope you guys enjoyed this flight. I didn't get to really test out the acrobatics there. Maybe I can do a follow-up video at that. I'm gonna be definitely flying this thing more. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you know whenever I do upload a new video. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.